Hi, we're back in the room, and how you doing? It is Tuesday. It is 4 p.m. on the 15th of September, and we're back in the studio recording for the wonderful. Oh my good, my mic's been moved. That's weird. It probably hasn't been moved. If it has, it's just me, because I'm the only person literally who is ever in here. Anyway, what was I saying? Yes, we're back. So I'm excited, not just because we get to work with Channon Bailey again of I'm Candy Berlin, which is brilliant. I think this is like the 11th track that we've done together. We've almost done a full album. I'm very happy about it. And what am I trying to do? I want to make sure that I can see the chat actually, because the chat is not on my screen right now. If you're in the room, make sure you say hello. Always nice to say hey. So I'm a bit frantic. I think I've drunk too much coffee. I decided to do some basically there's this co-working space that I sometimes go to, and I'm messing around with routines a lot at the moment, and I decided that today I was going to do my session later on in the day, as in my recording session, so that I could... Why is the chat not coming back? The chat, I can see that people are chatting, and yet... Pop out chat, let's see if that sorts it out. Oh, there we go. Alright, I just needed to pop it out. Hello, I will come and say a proper hello in a sec. Yeah, so I decided to just change my routine, because usually I do these live streams at like midday, or basically, let me just take you through what my thinking was. So I got up this morning and I went for a walk for an hour. It's kind of my new thing. First thing, go for a long walk. It's great. I get to listen to audiobooks. So I listened to this one called The Routine Machine. Oh my God, I loved it. It was so good. I just finished it. Oh, it's just... Some books, you know, when you just think, I'm that kind of person. I am that. I love a good routine, and this was basically addressing all that. So that was fun. So yeah, did that this morning, and then I was like, right, I'm going to go to this co-working space, because then I can just get all my emails done, I can get a bunch of work done, like to do with the recording business course and all that sort of stuff. And then I thought, and then at the end of the day, I'll come in and I'll do this, because it will be something to look forward to. It means that I'll get all the other stuff done during my day, and then, like, I don't know, there's just something about the structure of that really, I think, works for me. Let's see how I am by the end of this session, and already my voice is slightly going, and part of the reason is because I had lunch with Hannah, who sends her love, by the way, to all the regulars. You know who you are that know Hannah, and yeah, she said to say hi. She may even be watching this in the background. She said she might put it on. Yeah, I don't know why I've decided to say that. But anyway, that's the situation. That's what's happening, and very happy about it. The other thing is, thanks to Michael Lopez, so the Zalstar, and Nathan's kind of combined advice, I changed some settings on my OBS. So this is where I go to the chat now, and everyone's going, quality's rubbish, what happened? Can't hear you, or something untoward has happened. So hopefully not, because I've changed a bunch of settings, and as you can hear, so far, so good. No overheating, no fans whirring. I'm sure that will change once I hit the play button, and especially when I hit the record button, but I'm super happy that we're starting out, and allegedly, so OBS itself is telling me it's using 7.7% of the CPU right now, and I forgot to open the activity monitor actually, which I will do, because I'm intrigued. Utilities. I'm sorry for anyone that doesn't know what's going on. My computer was really overheating, or it has been for the last year. Yeah, so apparently OBS is using 61% of the CPU, whereas usually it's using 200%, which I'm pretty sure in terms of percentages that doesn't work out, but anyway. So happy days, long may that continue, and long may it be alright. So I need to take a drink of water, and then let's see who's in the room, as it were. Right. Yay! So, got Dan Lee. Boo! Boo to you too. How you doing? Zalsta's here. Hello, Zalsta. Thank you again for your insight into the RAM situation. I think I'm going to look into buying like a 2017 or 2018, or maybe even 2019 iMac. Just to... That's if this all goes as I assume it will go. Sorry, that's being really pessimistic. Let's hope that it all is fine and it doesn't get too worry, and then I'll stick with this computer for a while, because as we all know, moving over to another computer is a pain, especially when you've got so many bits of software and plugins and blah. But anyway, so Hooked on Classics is here. Hello, Simone. How are you? I hope you're really well. And Hannah's here. Yay! Hi. And Emily Young is here. Hello, Emily. Hannah, I've just seen you. So yeah, we had a really nice lunch that Hannah paid for. So thank you, Hannah. That was really nice. And she's had her hair done, which looks amazing, which is really fun. You look very summery, I forgot to say. It's very nice. I never look summery. And Nathan is here. Well, it's the 15th September and I could murder an ice cream. What's going on? Tell me about it. It's so confusing. I'm so confused, but I don't know. I kind of like it. It's kind of fun. You just reminded me, actually. So I bought that little aircon unit. I probably should have that in here right now. It was actually really cool in this studio until I got in here, and as soon as I start gabbing, it gets very hot very quickly. Thank you again, Nathan, for your thoughts on the OBS situation. As I say, so far so good. We'll see how we go. And Fernanda Riviera Net is here. Hello, I am. Hello, how are you? Danley said had an ice lolly half an hour ago. Nathan. I think we've got a couple of cornettos in the freezer downstairs, which I may have after, well, I'll have it after my dinner rather than before, because obviously I don't want to spoil my dinner, blah, blah, blah. Nathan says, hey all, and ooh, Dan, great minds, haha. Zalster says, oh, Charlotte says she is teaching. Sorry, we can't have you in today, Charlotte, but if you're watching back, hello. How are you? And Nathan says to Dan, I've had to settle for a frappuccino. Oh, it's a hard life, isn't it? I think that's what it is. Made it myself. Amazing. I don't know the difference between any coffee. I know black coffee. I know espresso. Anything, and iced coffee, but that's literally coffee with ice in it. Anything past that, I'm not au fait. Oh, no. Oh, it's whirring. Boo. Oh well, let's see. Hopefully it'll be better than normal. Oh. Wow, that's annoying. But the CPU level is not hugely up. It's kind of like threatening it. Anyway, right, so Zalta says ice cream or ice cream sandwich. So, I mean, we have ice cream sandwiches over here, but not really. Like, the most that you get really in the supermarket is things like Maxibon. And I don't even know if they still sell Maxibon, which I used to really like. But the thing is with that, and it's the same with cones actually, essentially there's a warm part to it, which is the sandwichy bit or the cone bit. That's not cold. So to me, I'll always go for like an ice lolly or, I'll usually go for iced lolly over ice cream, actually. Well, sometimes. No, what am I talking about? It just depends. Jed says, hello! Good afternoon! Hello, Jed! Hello, Emily and everyone! Jed, it's lovely to see you, as always. Thank you for sending me that message earlier. Yeah, I'm sorry I'm a little sporadic with when I go live. Like I said, I'm trying to find the optimum time to kind of do it. And Tone's away this evening, so I thought maybe it would be nice to do it a bit later, and then... But essentially, I just don't want to be up in the evening and being bored for ages because Tone's not here to have a chinwag with or whatever. Oh, I started watching Dexter. Bit obsessed with it. It's pretty cool. So that's my evening, is watching a couple of episodes of that probably. And everyone's saying hello to Jed and Dan and loveliness. I love how friendly everyone is. It's so cool. It makes me happy. So, Nathan says, haha, Zalsta, I think the closest thing to that I've had is an Arctic roll. Remember those from the 80s or 90s? Oh, yes, I do remember an Arctic roll. Not a huge fan because of the jam, which is, it's weird because I like jam. Oh, let's just switch my phone/watch onto Do Not Disturb. Pardon me. So, and then says, Dan, yeah, my neighbour used to feed me chalk ices out over the fence. That is a good neighbour. I remember I used to have this girl that I used to go to school with. Her name was Channon Pollard. And I would occasionally go round to her house. And the big thing was the fact that her mum had chalk ices in the freezer, like at all times. And we were allowed one after dinner. It was like a huge deal. It was the best thing ever. And that was, I mean, the last time I probably went round to her house was probably when I was about 8 or something, but I still remember it. Very important. Zalsta says, enjoying the swag. Oh, are you talking about the little t-shirt and the stuff that I sent over there? Yeah, did you get it? Yeah, little presents. I love it. I love giving little presents. All right. Danley says, did he, Nath? Oh, your neighbour. Yeah, that's a good neighbour. Juggy's here. Hello, Juggy. Hey, Emily. How's things with you? Liking the lovely September sunshine, though a bit hot although a bit hot today. Yeah, it was a bit hot today. I'm telling you, I'm happy I went for my walk first thing, because even at 9 o'clock I was like, it's pretty toasty, and then now it's like 30 degrees or something bonkers. But what was lovely was we got to have lunch sitting not in the sunshine, because me and my sister, as pale as anything, sat in the shade looking at all the nice people in the sunshine, and there was this very cute dog. I'm not really a dog person, but it's very cute. And Simone says, I'm mentally drained. What a weekend I've had. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that, Simone. I hope you're alright and getting rest. Have like time carved out in the week that you can rest and recover and stuff. It's a nightmare, it really is, trying to balance work, life, stress, emotion, just everything. It can be a bit much. That's why, like I say, I'm kind of a bit of a fan of routines and trying to maximise my routines to make sure that I'm healthy. And like I said, this book that I just read, I'm all about it. David's here. Hello, David Levids. How are you? And Kevin Seagull's here as well. Hello from hello all from across the ocean. Cheers. 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 I'm going to drink some more water because it's still warm. Okay. Yogi says, are you managing to do any gigs, Emily, in the current situation? No. So I'm lucky because obviously the Voice Kids thing. So I guess that's a gig, but it's kind of a weird gig, obviously. It's not, well, no, I suppose. It wasn't in front of an audience in the final. But anyway, so the next thing that I know that I'm doing is, yeah, January, back with the Voice Kids. So I don't know, something else might come up. Who knows? It's all still very out there. I saw that Becky Hill did a gig yesterday, 2 days ago, who I used to play with, and I saw on Affy Green, her new drummer's Instagram, that she did a gig and it looked like it worked really well. So fingers crossed that's sort of the beginning of the paving of the way. So we'll see. Have you done any gigs, Juggy? You gig more than me, I'm pretty certain. Zalster says, airflow through Macs have always been an issue. Oh, have they? That makes me feel a little bit better. In fact, I think I tried to... Yeah, there's a fan over there. I thought that would be a great idea, having a fan on the back of the computer. And then I opened OBS and checked the mic, and it just... And I was like, well, that's not going to work. So maybe I'll just fill it full of ice. Made for aesthetics, not for cooling, so fans speed up once you start to do some serious work. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what's about to happen because it started and I wasn't even doing anything different. And Simone says, how do you keep afloat with no gigs? I'm lucky. This studio keeps me... I'm assuming that you mean financially. This studio keeps me afloat because I'm able to book in people to record on their tracks, and also having the remote recording course, that's really helped us with income and stuff. Yeah, that's basically it. I'm just really lucky I can divert all my energy that would have gone into the live gigs into the studio, and just, you know, I'm booked till the end of November, and like I budget in a way that I know how many tracks I need to record every month for us to be sweet as. So very, very, very incredibly lucky. That's part of the reason that I made the course, actually, so that I could just teach other people to do the same thing, because everything has changed and I just wanted to be like, look, here's some steps to do it as well, because I truly believe, like, as long as you have a bit of equipment and a bit of knowledge, not that much even, you'd be able to do remote recording and just earn a bit of money. So anyway, I don't know why I went on that tangent. And then mentally, I never keep afloat. But I'm less tired, which is good. Juggy says, cool, yes, managed to play outside last Saturday. Yes, which was really good, and the sun was out, so all good, and that is awesome. Okay, so let's get to the session today. So we're back with Channon, who I have a sneaking suspicion may pop into this session to say hello. Juggy says, I want to do remote recording, Emily. Dude, do it. Hold on. Is that gonna... Right, tell me if that link came up, but check out the course that I've literally put together a course to walk you through the steps of like running a remote recording business, because honestly, the whole remote recording thing, the actual recording, the actual playing, is probably 10% of the whole job. It's all the other stuff. It's getting hold of clients. And anyway, I won't go into it, but go check it out. There's like a free workshop to get you started, and then if you want to go further you can, but even if you just implement those first steps from the workshop, then you'll already get a bit of momentum. So yeah, check that out, let me know what you think. So today, Channon Bailey, once again, super happy. So he cracked me up so much. He sent me an email earlier. Oh, I just remembered I need to mute that. and he said that he realised that he'd just done a really basic beat on the 2 and the 4, and not to ignore what he'd put, but like basically just do what you want. And I was like, cool, I'm happy with that. That sounds fun. I had a listen. It's funny because he sends through the separated bounces, which is brilliant. So the guide drums are separate, the guide track is separate, and the click is separate. Anyway, I listened to the guide without the drums, and I was like, oh, cool, it's in 6/8. And then I listened to the drums, and I was like, they're in 4/4. And I was like, I'm really confused. Anyway, when I loaded it up, and you'll hear, I was like, oh, okay. And it kind of sounds cool, but at the same time, it sounds mental. I mean that in the loveliest way possible, can I just say? Like, I'm not saying anything bad. It's pretty, like, it's just interesting. So anyway, I will make a chart. In fact, let's show that's all working. Let me switch over to this view. Yeah. So we'll do this usual thing. Have a listen through, make a chart, throw around some ideas. I haven't heard it properly yet. I've only heard little bits just to line it up. What is going on here? Just to line it up with the click and all that fun stuff. So the song is called I Wanna Know. Oh, and in fact, I should read you out some notes real quick. So it's more acoustic in nature. It's about asking questions to make people think. So many questions to be asked, especially from this year alone. Haha. Verses won't be singy, but more spoken, like say Zappa or Shatner. So he's been citing Zappa a lot as something that he's been getting into during this lockdown period. So I'm all about it. This one makes up for my recent 2-minute songs, and he says that because this song is like 6.5 minutes, which really made me laugh. And then he's got it's just got a rough structure that he gave me, which, to be fair, I do appreciate. If there's no vocals, I find it quite hard to differentiate the sections sometimes. It will make sense in the end. You can probably hear it, though, in your head too. So, perfect. Also, there's no bass on this, so he said, I think he wants to just see what I do and then take it from there, if that makes sense. So, let's do a little chart. In fact, let's close mail, because that might help. Okay, that's good. Anything else open that I can close? I'm not closing the activity monitor. I'm quite intrigued by that. Right. Let's do this then. Since we're all here, may as well. So I was doing the wires are just the wrong way around. Okay. Okay, I want to know. So I'm going to turn down the drums a bit because, like, we're probably not going to use them in terms of for parts, just for sections and stuff, and to get a vibe. So I want to hear the song mainly. Down the structure that he told me, but I'm pretty sure it's this. This is the chorus, I think. This offbeat. Did you hear that? There's something really incredible about it, but at the same time very unsettling to me. that 3/4 thing, like triplets thing. This is the chorus. So this is like the outro bit, which is a verse. So it's gonna go on for a little bit. I love this straightened out thing, it's so interesting. Like, this is what I heard right at the end, and I was like, oh, that's what's been happening. It literally is just like this. Dum, dum. Yeah, but because it's over the triplet thing, it's like this crazy feel, which is really cool, and I probably will add elements of that into the into the song for sure. But yeah, to me this is 100% a 6/8 tune. It is a bluesy, well not bluesy I suppose, but it's a ballady. Yeah, that is what it is to me. I just want to check this last section because I wasn't counting. So this is that build up, which I love, so interesting. So it's 18 bars. It's not 16 at all. I knew that as I was counting it. I was like, wow, as I lost count, I was like, this doesn't feel right. So yeah, right, 18 bars. That is aces. I may even do a cheaty and just add a little different count. In fact, it doesn't even need to be a different count, does it? It just needs to be this. Copy to here. And then I'm just going to make these all the... oh, in fact, it needs to go far earlier. And then this, and then this, and then... Oh, you can't see this, sorry. So just make them all that, so I know it's the last bar. There we go, lovely. Yeah, love it. It's interesting because he's saying about the verses are going to have a lot of talking over them. So to me, that almost feels like it's going to be like a Serge Gainsbourg kind of vibe, which I love. Like that L'Histoire de Melody Nelson, that is an album and a half. If you don't know that album, please go check it out. It's brilliant. Someone, in fact, so a guy called Mark Neary introduced it to me back in 2008. Like, you know, when there's certain albums that just change your life, one of those, it's just like, whoa, this is spectacular. So, yeah, really interesting. And I think there's a lot we can do with this. I love, like I say, this is unusual, to my ears at least. This section here, this outro verse section, where for 8 bars it gets quieter, and then for 7 bars it gets louder, and then it does the stop. It's like, ooh, you could definitely do something with that. And then things like... this intro, going back to this intro here where it kind of goes down a bit, it's like, oh, I could do something with that. And there's in the guide drums, there's a bit of tom work, and I'm like, I wonder if I could work some tom work in somewhere, maybe in this section, but then would I be happy with that? If I did it there, I'd probably have to do it there as well. Or maybe I could do it there actually, maybe that's exactly what that needs. Interesting choices. I'm intrigued. I'm totally... In fact, I might actually keep that highlighted just so I remember to try it. So that... Maybe that. Maybe that. Probably not that. Okay. Those are the sections I want to mess around with, basically. That's the top and bottom of it, long and short of it. Okay, let's just see who's in the chat and then I'll get in and do some actual work. Right. Oh, we had Laura's Tass in, but it looks like... Yeah, because ridiculous o'clock in the morning. Yes, it is. Have a great stream and good night, good day. Good to see you and thank you for popping in. Say hello, David. You're a lovely, lovely, lovely man. Just swinging by to say hello. Catch you later. Yeah, we'll catch you on another one. I'm sorry this is so late for you, this stream. Everyone's just saying hi and bye to him. And Juggy says, mustache everyone. All right, Juggy's off as well. Lovely to have you here, Juggy, for the short time. Go check out that course. See if it works with you. Works for you, rather, not with you. Zasta says bye, and Nathan says, oh yes, your email will take up so much RAM if it's in Apple Mail, especially if you leave something in the search bar. Found that one out. That just seems bonkers to me. Does that not seem bizarre? And Nathan says, take it easy, Juggy. Oh, my brain trying to count that. Ha, I love it. I know, me too. I love. It's like, so when this happens, when you get someone's track and it's not what you anticipated in terms of like a guide drum track, it's like you're being let into someone else's brain, and I love it. It's a fascinating place to be in for me, and I'm just like, wow, this is, and I don't know, that's what makes it interesting to me. So like I say, I definitely want to pay homage to that by maybe sticking in a few little straightened out fills. There will definitely be syncopation in the way that it's there, but maybe not as heavy as dum dum ga. I mean, we're not playing Black Velvet here, or what's the other one? Everyone wants to rule the world. Everybody wants to rule the world. Oh, I should learn to sing one day. It might be better for you guys if I actually just do that. And Danley says, I've got 3-8, now 4-4, and then 6-8. Yeah, totally. It's like, it's fascinating, so fascinating. Kevin says, I'm glad you're going to do the 6-8 fill. The straight 4 underneath makes it sound like the drums are fighting with a guitar. Yeah, totally. But again, I find it really fascinating. Like, it really fascinates me that. But that doesn't make it, like, you know, I talk about the right thing in my head, in my brain, in my ears. I'm not saying that that means that I'll do it just because it intrigues me. That's not a good enough reason for me to do something in my head. It's like, it has to be the right thing for the song first and foremost. Just because I'm fascinated by it, it doesn't mean that it's right. So Jed says, love the tune. I'm still getting my head round timing. I'm learning all the time on here. Time is a fascinating thing, isn't it? Especially with lots of different sets of ears. Nathan says, love the hi-hat pattern on Everybody Wants to Rule the World. Yes, always thought it was triplets. Yeah, it is, isn't it? Is it not? Is it not? But it's just hand to hand, isn't it? Yeah, 6. I'm getting pretty confused here. I have a bit of an affinity with that song for a few different reasons. It's one of those songs that is periodically reappeared in my life every like few years, and I find that quite fascinating. There's certain I don't know if anyone else ever finds that. There's certain things, whether it be a song or a theme or seeing someone, and they come in cycles, or like those things come in cycles, and I'm not convinced if there's a specific time frame. Let me think about this. I'm not convinced that there's a specific. If there was, it would probably be like 7, but like 7 years or something. But I don't think there is. I think I'm trying to shoehorn that idea in. Right. Okay. So let's go do. I think I'm just going to do a couple of takes of this because there's enough time for me to really mess around. And if I wanted to chop some parts from other parts, it'd be fine. And it is a 6.5, 7-minute song essentially, and I already keep you guys waiting around enough. But yeah, I may do 3 takes. I'll see how I feel. Just gonna, yeah, sorry, my OCD. Okay, right. So I'm gonna switch over to the live room. I'm gonna go do 2 or 3 takes. So I will be back in around about 15 minutes or so. If you've got any more questions, please do stick them in the chat. As always, you guys know what to do. I mean, you've been here more than enough times now, and for anyone that's new here, just follow the lead of all the lovely people that are here. Okay, so I'll switch over, and yeah, I will be back shortly. Okay. Everybody wants to rule the world in my head now. what is going on with me with that last section? Not the last section, sorry, that one section where I just can't get I can get the up and the down, but it's just la 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 la. I'm in real trouble with that. What an idiot. Hold on. Right. I just need to count out this section because I'm clearly being completely useless. Where are you? So from there, I would like to go from there, please, officer. So, and then we go, wow. Okay, so, no idea what just happened. Okay. So 4 bars, and then I'm just going to split by the locators here, and I'm just going to run in and do that as an overdub because, yeah, I don't know what's going on with my brain. My brain ain't happy with that for some reason. So. So 2 and 3. Okay. Right. Yes, I'm going to switch you back over and then I'll be back. All right. Okay, so that was what I was going for in that section there. I really like that as a song. I think it's really interesting. I can kind of hear the vocals over it, if that makes sense. I'm kind of making up talky bits and all sorts of bits just to get the vibe, as it were. And yeah, I really like it. It's a really, yeah, it's got a lot of like potential where it can go. Right, so I think it's just going to be a case of listening back and maybe stitching some stuff together, or maybe going in and doing some overdubs, I don't really know. So, drink of water. I'll head to the chat. Let's put it on this before I forget to put it on this. Wow, I look sweaty. Not that sweaty, I promise. Right, so let's see what people have been saying. Wow, there's been a lot of chat. Simone says... Oh, hold on. No, hold on. Yes, Kevin says, it's not. It's straight 4 against 3 time. That's right. Hands are playing in 4, feet are playing in 3. Yeah, that's correct. Simone says, so with a track of music, do you have free rein to play, and do you make different styles of drumming for the same track? Probably a daft question. No, not a daft question at all. So it depends. Depends on the client, depends on the artist, depends on the relationship I have with that person, because if I've been working with them a long time, they know how I roll, and equally I know what they might like, what they don't like, so it really just depends. So in this case, like I say, Channon sent me an email literally an hour and a half ago, or maybe, no, sorry, it's probably a couple of hours ago now, and he said, I've just woken up, and I just want you, he basically just said, I just want to let you know, just do whatever you want on it, basically. That's what he kind of said, that's what the sketch was. Why have all my things got out of kilter here? Which is really fun. Like, it's such a fun thing to be able to work with someone that basically just goes, right, do what you want. But equally, you know, other people might want me to play exactly what is on their guide drums. Some people don't even send me guide drums, they just say do what you want, or yeah, it's any number of things. They might, you know, use a reference point of another track, like they might say, I want this to sound like Tears for Fears, for instance, since we're sort of in that realm. And they'll send me a particular song, I love this beat, I'd love it to be a bit like that, or the sound, I'd love the sound to be like that. And I just work. It's a very creative process, really. Yeah, I love it. And every client is different, every song is different, which makes it great, because it's just like you never know what's going to happen, what you're going to get, and it makes it really fun. I'm going to put tambourine on this. Sorry, I'm just ADHD brain. Right, Dan Lee. Anyone here use melted / warped cymbals, a la Senri Kawaguchi? I'm not sure I'm saying that right. Style, sound differences / benefits, etc. I have a warped crash. Is it? I mean, I don't know if this counts. Does this count? So one of these trash formers. Does that count? Is that a melted cymbal? I don't really know, but it's really useful. I'm not going to play in here because it'll be so loud that it will break your speakers. But that's incredibly useful for... In fact, who just said that? Dan, I thought you were on that. I did a session not long ago. It wasn't that long ago, probably a month ago. And I ended up using all manner of madness to get this... Oh, God, who was that with? I think it might have been... Maury McDonald, I think. If you look back, if you can find it, I ended up using that and a couple of splashes to create this kind of industrial sounding track. It was so much fun, I can't even tell you. It was definitely a journey, like it was a journey of discovery, but it was great and it turned out really well. So yeah, I do use it. I use that more live, to be honest, because it's like a less invasive china. Which equally makes it really good for recording, because it doesn't cut through everything like not even a nice smooth knife, like a really jagged sort of kind of knife. Nathan says, yeah, Kevin Siegel, hats on 2, 4 and 6, and snare and hats land together on the 4 as a 4/4, 6 rather than alternate right left, triplet style 6. I love that you've written all of that out. It makes my heart swell with joy, because I just love drummers. Like, apologies to anyone in here that is not a drummer. Oh, can we take a moment to notice that my computer does not sound like it's completely overworking itself? Well, that's exciting. Nathan and Nathan and Michael will have to take full credit for that one. Right, so Nathan says, I love the first time I saw it, love the first time I saw it was played like that, and was like, I need to try that now. Oh, are you talking about Everybody Wants to Rule the World? I don't know. Do you know, my brain is not connected right now to even think about that right now. So Nathan says, Dan, I'm pretty boring cymbal-wise. The most exciting thing I own is China. Chinas are exciting. Chinas are too much excitement for me. I don't think I'm allowed a China, really. I make enough noise as it is with what I've got. The last time I had a China, I was probably 17, playing in a heavy metal band. And even then, it was kind of like, not sure I can get away with that. I definitely deafened a few people. Apologies to all the guitarists and bass players that were playing with me around that time. And a cowbell. Nathan has a cowbell. We all have a cowbell, so that is fine. Although no one is beating David Travis Dixon's red cowbell. He totally just took the cowbell game away when it came to all that. And Nathan says, I hope no one's playing cowbell bingo at home. I'm going to assume that was something that a conversation you had in the group. I love it. There should be like a cowbell drinking game. Anyone that mentions a cowbell, you have to take a shot or something. It doesn't need to be alcohol, it can be just water. And Dan Lee says, I thought you would have at least one, Nath, seen so many during this lockdown on clips. Nathan says, I was trying to dig out some old symbols to send off to Collingwood to see what he could do, but I don't know where I put them. Yeah, best thing I ever learnt this year, like one of the best things I ever learnt, was the fact that Dave Collingwood, if you send him a symbol and say it sounds a bit too bright, I want it to sound darker, he knows how to manipulate that symbol and create the symbol that you want it to be. How insane is that? That's insane to me, and it makes me so happy. And Dan Lee says, is that where they go? What's the difference, Nath? Pitch, tone, or more or less sustain? As far as I'm aware, and I'm answering for Nathan here, he can pretty much do anything you want. He's pretty amazing. Nathan says, no idea, Dan. I'm sure M will know. Like I say, I only to a point that I know that he's just unreal. Like the superhero of symbols. Literally. In fact, I should really say, the thing is, I love my symbol. I love every single one of my symbols, and I love the sound that it gives me. I need to get a symbol that I don't like and send it to him and just see what he can do. I might even just say to him, do what you want. Like, do something mad, make it sound really weird, and then see if I can make something like make a track with it, make a drum stem pack or something. And Nathan says, or I imagine Tassie Dave. Oh, that's a good way of differentiating between the Daves. Or I can imagine Tassie Dave to have some weird and wonderful symbols lying around. He seems the type. It's true. He's always got really interesting stuff. I learned that. I did a live stream on Instagram, and he sort of like guested. You can invite someone to do it with you. And he showed us around his drums a little bit, and it was like, whoa! It was like a spaceship. It was the most cool thing ever. Like, he is super cool, and his hair looked amazing too, which helps. I don't know if it helps. I liked it. Dan Lee says, M must have tried them, I reckon. Yeah, I haven't yet, but I will. Ali's here. Hello, Ali. Oh man. Why do I not know how to say hello in Irish? That's ridiculous. Are you in Mayo? That was a brilliant conversation we had. I didn't realise. I mean, you are literally next to Knock Airport. It's crazy. So Ali spends some of her time in Bermuda, some of her time in Ireland. I hope you don't mind me saying this. I probably won't be able to reply and me see it in time anyway. But she happens to live literally, maybe a 45-minute drive from where my husband's family live. Bonkers. In Ireland, not in Bermuda. Nathan says, hey Ali, what's the crack? And Ali says, hi all. Oh, not all. Ali, my eyesight's going. It's terrible. Nathan says to Dan, I typed bent Chinese into Google, literally gave me the Chinese translation for the word bent. Brilliant. I didn't want to have that in my history, which is why I asked you, Nathan. Oh, you guys, behave. Oh gosh, I've just jumped. Ali says, hiya, big crack going on today with cement, paint, stones, ladders, lights, camera, action stuff. I'm exhausted, so this is a timely sit down and enjoy watching M making magic. M chatting rubbish, more like, but thank you for being here. I appreciate that you all spend your time, you could be doing anything, and the fact that you choose to spend your time with me whilst I ramble and hit things, I hope that you understand how much that means to me, and yeah, it means a lot, so thank you. Tom Bryce is here. Hello, Tom. How you doing? And it says, hi, Emily, sounding great there. Thank you very much, Tom. It's lovely to see you on here. That's so cool. And Yap Van Hess is here. Hello, long time no see. Indeed. How are you, Yap? Are you well? Oh, what was that? What was that? So he almost sounded like feedback. That was weird. So yeah, Van Hess says I have to see this one back. Yeah, by all means, go back and watch them from the beginning. And I mean, as you know, mainly lots of rambling as always. Simone says, "Hi, sorry, I had a phone call, so missed the answer to my question." Oh gosh, Simone, I apologise. I won't be able to go back, but if you watch back probably 20 minutes, then I'm yeah. If you watch it back, that's probably the best way to do it, because honestly, as everyone knows in this room, as it were, my memory is horrendous. So, and I need to get going with actually listening to this and editing it. Dudley says, yes, that the one, yay, yay. This is where you told me, Nathan, that EBWTRTW stands for something. I'm going to go, yes, that's what I'm going to say. Danley says, I love the industrial sound. I was on that Murray McDonald live. It was Murray McDonald. I thought so. See, my memory is bad, but sometimes I remember random things. What was I talking to Hannah about the other day? I was talking to Hannah or my mum about a friend that my mum had who we haven't seen since I was probably about 7 years old. And I remembered her name. I remembered her garden, the fact she had this giant sunflower. I remembered her daughter's name, who had just been born. I remembered the fact that she loved puffins and she was from Scotland, and I remembered her so when we knew her, she had one boyfriend when we first knew her, and then she had a second boyfriend and who she moved to Canada with, and I remembered his name, and my mum didn't remember any of this, and I was like, see, these are the things my brain remembers. Why? Completely useless information. So anyway, I'm trying to get rid of that memory to bring in more capacity. So must have missed that somehow about the symbol. Oh, maybe it wasn't that then. Maybe that wasn't the... I don't know. I have no idea. And Danley says, worth bringing up then, Dave Collingwood for future reference. Yeah, for sure. Like, go check him out. Go get in touch with him. Tell him I sent you because it will make me look good. No, I'm joking. Don't do that. Not unless you want to. Like, God, what an idiot thing to say. Sorry. Ali says, hello. Yes, no, all good. Okay, cool. I'm glad. Like I said, it was happening anyway. Nathan's laughing. Not because because I'm an idiot. Jed says, oh, Jed, I love you. Of course it is. Not everybody wants to rule the world is what that stands for. Not How do you guys put up with me, honestly? Charlotte Bibby's here. Hello, you finished teaching. How are you doing, Charlotte? It's lovely to have you here. Thank you so much for coming in. Nathan says, I'm going to call it from now on. And everyone's saying hi to Charlotte. Oh, I feel like such an idiot. But you know what? Actually, I don't. Because I feel very at home with you guys. There's not many groups of people that I truly feel I can be myself with to the extent of idiocy that I am just day to day. The difference is, in other situations, all this stuff that you have to listen to me say stays in my head, and things that come out of my mouth sometimes are a bit strange because all the context surrounding it doesn't always come out of my mouth. So consequently, I feel like people look at me and just go, she's a bit odd. You guys literally get the uncensored version, and although you may also be going, you're a bit odd, it's kind of like, but it's okay, like we're all the same. It's so cool. I really, really love you guys. Okay, right, let's save this. I think I already did. I'm going to make a new alternative called comp, and then we're going to comp it together. I liked the second take on the whole, along with that edit that I ran in and did. Let's just take this click off. And let's have a listen and see how it's sounding. Okay. Fresh ears. This is good. That's why I like this. Just sort out the mix. going to record some tambourine whilst we're listening to this because it makes sense. Yeah, sort of kill two birds with one stone, as it were. Oh, this is another thing that I realised I really like today. Was it yesterday? Today or yesterday? I love when I'm doing something, if I can make it into a double whammy, like two things I'm doing at once, I'm like probably about 500 times more likely to do it. Sorry, that's really exaggerating. But it's true, like going for a walk and I listen to an audiobook, therefore double reason to do it, so I'm more likely to go do it. And yeah, this is exactly the same, double the reason to do it. Right, I'm going to mute you in the room so that you don't get deafened, and I'm going to put some tambourine on it, and I'll work out which one in a sec. Are we on with this? Yes, okay, right. You will be able to hear me a little bit in the microphone, which, can you see that? Sort of, it's behind all these. There it is. Alright. You can hear me a little bit. That was like the Arsenal chant. Arsenal! Cool. Oh, hold on. Sorry. Yeah, I really like that as a whole. What was something was caught my ears? Two things. Yeah, I like it. I think as a take, I think it's great. The other thing that I forgot to tell you was at the very end where I start going a bit more sort of flamboyant. That's because Channon asked me to do that. He sort of said, you know, the end bit kind of just got a bit out there, so just add in some bits. So I did that, and it was in the first verse. Here we go. And I just want to. Yep, grand. Nice and easy. Obviously, I'll sort that out and clean it up a bit. I think, yeah, there was nothing. I think there are a couple of bits I want to tighten up, but. Straighten out those tones actually. I'll just turn off all this so they can actually sound the way it's meant to sound. Oh, that's loud. Guts to say those toms sound very nice. I'm glad that there's a couple of like just straight stops, because that way you can actually delete any, because I do quite a few fills. I will come to you in a minute, by the way, because I see that you're talking about food and I want to get involved. In fact, I'm going to listen to this through. As my reward, I'm going to come talk about food. That ride sounds great as well. It's a bit they could do with a bit of tightening up on. Oh, that's it. I was going to add a tambourine there, not a tambourine, sorry, a shaker, because because we're losing that that hi-hat or ride frequency. It's very noticeable. So from here. Yeah, alright. I'll mute you in the room for your own safety and sake. I really like how this is shaping up. It's really, yeah, I like it a lot. There's only one thing that stood out, and that was bar 84. That there. It's just a bit pushed, so I will sort that out. That's not going to be an issue. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm just going to save this. I'm going to save a new alternative. I'm about to get to the chat, so just give me a second. Not that you need me. Crikey, you guys are having a lovely chat. I can see it. It's all food related, which is making me jealous right now. Because I want to talk about food. I will sort out the fades in a second, but what I will do is I will just fade and fix, and I will do the necessary analysing so I can get to the chat and take these headphones off and take a sip of water and come and have a chat to you guys. Alright. So, Charlotte says, got a break in teaching, back to it at 6 till 8. Ooh, well, hopefully we'll be done by then. I hope you're eating. I'm sure you are, in between. And Nathan says, seriously, no, do you abbreviate songs on your set list? Maybe it's just me. No, absolutely, yeah. So things like on the Darkness set list, I Believe in a Thing Called Love, we abbreviate IBATCL. Crikey, that took a lot longer. Although I bet you can imagine where it was on the set, so not difficult to remember. And then other songs you just abbreviate with just one word, like Kids in America, Kim Wilde, Kids, always at the end. So you never same with like View from a Bridge. Oh no, I think View from a Bridge we always put View from a Bridge. I'm not sure. Anyway, yes. Yes is the answer. Naz is here. Hello, Naz. Lovely to see you. It's been a while. Lovely. Everyone's saying hello to Naz. Good to see you all. Yes, it's good to see you too, Naz. Ali says, Nathan, yes, I abbreviate on my set list. Oh gosh. Oh, we should test CHF, WILF, and WOWY. You should get those two. Oh, that probably means they're YouTube related. Is that right? With or without you? Oh God, what's that one? SH. Still haven't found what I'm looking for. Yes! I don't think I felt so proud. Nathan says, haha, yes, Ali, I thought it might just be YouTube. So Nathan is WTSHNN and PITNOL. The WTS. Oh, you've already put it right. Streets have no name. Okay, well, the streets have no name. And Pride. Oh yeah, Pride in the Name of Love. Yeah, we used to play that too, but we used to call it. What did we used to call it? No, I think we used to give it a full name as well. As in a covers band. Danley says, "What you having for dinner, Em?" Well, I'll tell you what I was gonna have, and now I was looking, and it made me really be like, oh, maybe I'll have that. But then something happened, and I was like, well, I'm obviously gonna have that now. So what I was going to have, no, I'll walk you through it as I saw it. So carbonara pasta here, garlic bread, obviously, that's from Dan, and that made me think, oh, I've got pasta, and I made this avocado pesto. Can we give a moment to my awesome computer that's behaving itself? Let me just save this. So I was like, oh yeah, because that's really easy, because I was thinking I'm going to be knackered after this, so I'm going to want something easy. I've frozen all the pesto, so I froze it in my ice cube tray, so I just get one out, cook some pasta, easy, and maybe have some like peas or something in with it, which might be strange to some people, but I love peas and pasta, I think it's brilliant. So I was like, oh yeah, pasta, I can do that. And I'll tell you in a minute what I was going to have, because I've just been reinvigorated by someone's comment. So Nathan says to Ali, some of them just take up too much mental capacity to work out sometimes. That's so true. As you can tell, just happened to me. And nice, Stanley. Stir fry for me tonight. Okay, stir fry is a good shout. I love a good stir fry. Zelda says, nice, Dan. Had pasta last night, which again made me go chalk it up one more for pasta. Let me just switch off this recording so you don't have to have, you might have double voice. stir-fry pasta last night. Dan Lee says, nice, Nath. Naz says, you look so relaxed. I am. Do you know why? Because I'm here with friends, getting to hit things and talk about food. I mean, is life good or what? Jed says, food, cottage pie for me later. Oh, you've got to believe that I was like, oh, that just sounds delish. Dan Lee says, what's on tonight, Michael? Naz says, this is taking me back to the late 60s for some reason. Totally. I've got that vibe as well. It's that acoustic guitar thing, and then, I'm shoving a tambourine on there. It's always going to sound a little bit more 60s for sure. And just the toms thing. I mean, I'm all about that whole 60s, 70s sound. I love. And that kit is from the 60s too, so that probably helps as well. But yeah, I'm totally getting that with you, Naz, as well. Totally. Dan Lee says, oh, yes, Jed. Zelda says, cottage pie. Is that like shepherd's pie? Yes. Cottage pie is with beef, and shepherd's pie is with lamb. So, and they're both delicious and wonderful, and one of my favourite meals ever, especially when my mum makes it and when my granny used to make it as well. Ooh, ridiculous. Nathan says, nice, Jed. Not had one of those for a couple of weeks. Yeah, I've not had a shepherd's pie or a cottage pie for a long time. Nathan says, the old shepherd's cottage, mariner's pie debate. Yeah, I've never had a mariner's pie, but I think that's because we never liked fish growing up, and I'm assuming that there's fish in that. I've never had one, and I think it has a white sauce. I'm not a fan of white sauces. It's a bit too creamy and stuff. David says, that sound of drums. Oh, yes. Me too. I love the sound of drums. So good. Danley says, shepherd's pie equals lamb, cottage pie equals beef. Correct. That is true. I love that I'm saying that as if I'm some sort of aficionado. Clearly, everyone knows that, so all good. Charlotte says, now this is the thing that changed my mind. Food. I'll be having a dinner at 9 p.m. after your lessons. Aha! Fajitas for me, though I could eat pasta for every meal. That was my original plan, was to make myself some fajitas on rice, basically. That was and I was like, right, I'm going to do it. We've got loads of peppers in the fridge. And I thought, I'm just going to, I'll get up here, I will be tired, but I've just got to chop up some peppers. We have this air fryer that has a paddle in it. Literally, all I need to do is chop up some stuff, put it in with a bit of oil and the seasoning. It would stir it up for 20 minutes. I've got frozen rice that I can heat up. Bob's your uncle, Fanny's your aunt, and I would have an awesome meal. But I got swayed by the pasta situation. But because Charlotte said I'm having fajitas, I was like, well, I'm taking that as a sign. I was swayed, but I should go with what I wanted in the first place. So I'm going to do it. Same as you, Charlotte. I'm having fajitas, but on rice without the wrap, basically. And I love that you could eat pasta for every meal. It's like listening to my sister talk. She could live, in fact, for a long time, I think she did live on exclusively pasta in various forms. Pasta bake being her favourite, which I think is the most disgusting thing in the world, but each to their own. I eat some pretty gross stuff. Oh, I got some natto delivered today. If anyone knows what natto is, it is the most delicious thing, but some people really hate it. It's like snotty beans. It's awesome. It's a Japanese thing. So cool. Fermented soybeans. Look it up. Looks gross. Tastes weird. I really like it. Salsa. Oh, okay, good to know. Not really familiar with it either. Oh, salsa. If you're ever in the UK, come around here. In fact, we'll arrange a thing and we'll just make a giant shepherd's pie or cottage pie, and we can all sit and we can break bread together. That would be really fun, actually. Zouster. Now Charlotte is speaking my kind of food. Yeah, of course, the fajitas thing. Although you'd be probably mortified with the way that we do it over here. I'm sure. Yeah, we don't do that type of food particularly well in the UK, unfortunately. It's okay, but it's not the real deal. Jed says, now look what started. Not wrong with this. And Simone says, this is quite relaxing. Oh, that's nice. I feel very relaxed. I didn't anticipate feeling this relaxed, to be honest. Not that I ever feel stressed. I'm not saying I feel stressed, but I do feel very, like I said, I'm with friends, this is nice. So Danley says, oh, fajitas, Charlotte, chicken? See, I'll be having vegetable ones, only because, we don't have any chicken in the house, quite simply. I'm not a vegetarian or anything. I quite enjoy just having vegetable ones. See, Zalster, chicken fajita, lol. Sorry, see, I told you. You'd be mortified of what we've probably done to that cuisine. Ali's got to go. Look forward to hearing the final version. It's sounding great. Thank you, Ali, and thank you for being here. It's been lovely seeing you as always, and Solange and all that good stuff, and I hope tomorrow you get even more done. Okay, Charlotte says, yes, Stanley, so chicken it is. Amazing. Take care, Ali. And Nathan is saying, red sky in the morning, shepherd's warning. Red sky at night, shepherd's delight. Lamb and potatoes. I'm not sure that's the end of the saying, but and I'm not even convinced that they're connected, but I hope they are, because I never knew that. Zalst says, I remember being in Mexico years ago when someone from the USA asked for chicken fajitas. They just looked at her like she was crazy. Yeah, see, over here we have no knowledge that is a strange thing to pair up. Like a strange pairing, I suppose. Danley's laughing. It's also saying bye, Ali. Danley says, I'm guessing it's Mexican as tikka masala is Indian. Yeah. It's as Mexican as tikka masala is Indian. Yeah, I'm kind of assuming that too, but I'm not sure. In fact, I'm not convinced it is. I'm pretty sure I've had fajitas in Mexico. I'm not an aficionado on Mexican food, so I should stop talking. I do know. So does anyone here know a drummer called... Oh, crikey. I'm not going to be able to carry on this story now because his name has just literally fallen out of my head. This is ridiculous. Oh my... This is awful. He's a friend of mine. He stayed at our house when I was living with Shreve. I'm going to come back to this story at some point. See, it's because this silly memory of this random woman that I used to know... Oh, crying out loud. Right, don't worry. Anyway, they laughed at me when I tried to order, and I still can't say it. I can't even remember what it's called. Ranchos Javier... What's the breakfast thing that makes... Huevos Rancheros? Anyway, he thought it was very hilarious, and I still can't say it. So, Nathan says, is it a made-up thing, Zalster, like European Chinese food? And Zalster says, technically there isn't really a chicken fajita. Yeah, we've butchered it, basically. Zalster, you mean it's not a part of a chicken? And Charlotte Bibby said, yes! Aha, I'd call it chicken fajitas with 0 spices. I can't deal with spicy food. Oh, I love you, Charlotte. Sal says, Nathan, yeah, it's made up. It's a made-up thing. Fajitas need... Oh, fajita means the flank part of a cow. I never knew that. That's awesome. Oh, so good. Charlotte Bibby says, maximum cheese. I can't get on that gravy train. I'm so sorry. And Nathan says, Elsa, what? Elsa says she was asking for the chicken flank part of a cow. That's so good. Elsa says, once I told the waiter she wanted grilled chicken strips, he understood. Brilliant. You're like Oh, translator. Oh, wow. That's really basic to forget. Still trying to remember that drummer's name. It's so embarrassing. It's not even like, we met once for 10 minutes. Oh, crikey. I mean, let's hope he's not watching. I don't think he is. He's not watching this and going, Emily, that was me. Danley says that's the bit of the chicken I like too, the sirloin. Nathan says Salstone came back with a chicken with no clothes on. Oh, crying out loud. Chicken rump. Brilliant. You guys are all bonkers and I love you for it. Salster says there's a ton of food that Americans just rename for their use, lol. And Simone says the drumming really fills out the track. Thank you, Simone. We've come back to the drums, even though I love talking about food. So, and Danley says we do it too, Michael, in the UK. It's so true. We wreck dishes, but equally, we have some alright stuff as well, I think. Jed says, loving the toms. To be honest, the whole track is ace. Thank you, Jed. That's very kind of you. I think it's pretty much there. Like I said, it's just that one bit that really... But I will go through all of it and just make sure nothing's sticking out, my usual thing. We will get there in a second. I'm just going to get to the end of the chat and then I'll go back to that. So David says, Nathan, are you trying to force me to show you chicken and garlic? There's some sort of strange ritual that you two are doing. Do you mean like chicken Kiev? Because I love a chicken Kiev, but that sounds even more delicious because if the chicken's just in the garlic, that just sounds delicious. And thus says David, chicken and garlic, now I'm getting hungry. Yeah, to be fair, I could totally do that. I could do a chicken Kiev right now. That's probably a UK made thing. I think the equivalent in the States, but they add cheese is chicken parmesan. I think I made that up. I don't think it is, actually. As soon as I said it, I was like, actually, no, I think that might be something else. Anyway, Nathan says, a comedian once persuaded me to go try this burger joint in Nambia after I'd already decided to go to this restaurant. Suffice to say, the burger was horrible. There are certain things that you just got to avoid in certain countries, and the only one that I definitely know, and I apologise for all the Americans in the room, but I've never had a good Indian in America. And I have a family friend, I love him, he's like my uncle. We call him Wookie, he's super tall, I love him, he's amazing. He is from the UK, he's a really good family friend, and my family used to often go out with him when he lived here for like an Indian every week or every month or whatever it was. And he's been over there for, I don't even know, over 30 years. I've never known him to live in the UK. And I went over there a few years ago and he went, right, I'm going to take... There's a great Indian. And I was like, brilliant! I've never had a good Indian in America. And he is going to know because he's English and he gets it. And, you know, he's an aficionado. And it was not good. And I was like, oh no, he's been here so long. He thinks this is good. Maybe it is, but, you know. Yeah, like I say, we have just got the best Indian restaurants here. It's just bonkers. Dan Lee says, sorry for mentioning food, but I know you like to always mention food. You know that I love talking about food. Nathan says, and we went to the restaurant for a beer. The comedian was in there having a steak with bit long shavings. We were talking about bit long jerky the other day on top, and kept banging on about how nice it was. I was so angry. There's nothing like being like hoodwinked or betrayed when it comes to food. Martin Newbury's here. Hello, Martin. Lovely to see you. Oh my gosh. Hi, Lee. What mic are you using to record the puck? It is an Aston Starlight microphone. This little baby. I just love it. To be fair, I love Aston microphones. I've got another one in there on the ride, and then I've got a Spirit, which is a room mic, and then I've got the new Stealth one, which is my kick out. They are just such good mics, it's just unbelievable. And they're made literally like 30 minutes down the road from where I live, which is really fun as well. Thank you for asking. So David says, get ready for chicken and garlic tour. Oh, I'm ready. I'm so ready. Dan Lee says, motto, never listen to a comedian, Nathan. Yeah, it's a good point. He's probably just trying to get a good story to tell on stage. Nathan says, yes, David, did I miss the alcohol tour after the beans and the bread? I was busy last week. I have no idea what you're talking about, but this is brilliant. David, no alcohol tour on its way. Nathan says, Dan Lee, yeah, I wasn't laughing. I think I'm a very laid-back kind of guy, but I could have stabbed him, with a blunt spoon that day. I think we all need to go on a food holiday to visit David. That would be cool. David, I feel like... No, actually, I was about to say something. I was like, no, that would be very... I was going to say, I feel like David's like the leader of the food thing, but I think we are all equally obsessed by food in different ways, which is aces. Zelster says, you have convinced me to have a chicken pot pie for lunch. Oh, I love chicken pie. In fact, I have 2 chicken pies, homemade, frozen chicken pies in the freezer right now. That's interesting. No, I'm having fajitas. They're not chicken though, they've just got vegetables. So that equally would be, what do you mean you want the vegetable part of a steak? Of a flank. David, if you want to eat more, everything is here. Nathan says, yeah, peas and pasta is a refreshing combo. Yeah, it can be for sure. I like it. I like, anything to just add a bit of extra vegetables. Danley says, Nath, try peas, prawns, diced onion, and carbonara sauce. It's amazing. Sounds interesting. I have a thing about carbonara. I'm going to go into it another time because we're already we're almost 2 hours in and I haven't finished this yet, which is longer than usual. So Nathan says, Emily, do you sing whilst you use your air fryer? Oh no. Did I sing a melody or what am I missing? Oh no. Tell me what that is. Air fryer. I don't know. Probably. I think I melodize things often. Maycel's here. Hello, Maycel. You've come in literally towards the end of this session. I will be playing this once more, so you will get to hear this, but it's lovely to have you here as always. I hope you're well. We have Chris Poundin as well. Hello. red sky in the middle of the night, barn on fire. Now that's a saying that I can get with. That's so funny. Or in my case, red sky in the middle of the night, studio on fire. Maisel says, I'm late. Maisel, it's all grand. We're glad to have you here. Simone says, we have a food that is basically meatballs but has rather dodgy name if it was in the States. Tell us more. I'm intrigued. Danley says, I had chicken Kiev last night. Honestly, if I had chicken Kiev in my house right now, that would trump the fajitas. Can I also just make a point that I'm really upset that I feel like I can't use the word trump things, because I don't want to, but I use that word really often to describe things, and it's really depressing. Jed says, haha, some of these comments are so funny. You have all cheered me up. Thanks, everyone. Oh, I hope you're feeling good then. Everyone always cheers me up, to be fair. Martin says, nice. I was thinking about getting a pair of them. Yeah, do it. I have a couple of Aston Origins. They're so good, so thanks for that. Yeah. Honestly, I would suggest that you invest, because just everything about Aston as a company, you know, alone, they're brilliant, and then their build quality is amazing. They sound great. I mean, it's the last thing on the list, but they look brilliant too. Right, we're going to listen to this right from the start. I need to do a couple of fades, and I'll do them as we go, and I just want to check that nothing sticks out. That is my goal right now. Okay. Oh, let's take out that tambourine being just hit randomly. Okay. Let's do this. Oh, let's switch off this. Gosh. Feels nice. Ah, yes, there's one of the there's one of the said fade points, cross fade points even. So I'll just do this. I don't know why I didn't do this, because I need to go up here. Just solo this. Check it. That's not you. Lovely. Don't you love it when it just works? Nice and easily. Okay. In fact, that could actually sounds a little bit pushed. Is it pushed? Not that. There we go. Muscle, whistle, muscle, whistle. Yeah, there we go. There we go. I quite like that tambourine. Just by itself. God, that ride sounds excellent. I'm going to take out that dudum because it doesn't sound, it's just a bit exposed for the sake of exposed. So, just do this. No. see if I can find another stop with that ride overhanging, because there it is. Knew it. I knew there was one. Yay! Don't you love it when that happens? I love it when that happens. Okay, so just remove this fade. Move. Cut it here. And then we will just paste a new one. Oh yeah, let's go that one. Oh. Yeah. Because that makes sense. Just fade out, obviously. Oops. Cool. Check the other one, but I'm sure it's fine. This song just makes me happy. I really like that time. It just feels quite pure in a lovely 60s hippie kind of way. Oh, that was a bit early. Let's get back to this. Yeah, you can see on the grid. Early in the morning. There we go. Fine. What that can be. No, do you know what? I'm doing this for the sake of it. Yeah. That crash seemed a bit early, which it very much was. This is a section that... So I wonder if we can just do a... Might just do a blanket quantize and just see what happens. Worst case scenario, we just press undo. So yeah, just that. Oh, I've just realised because some quarter notes. So I need to do it at triplets. I think it's that. Nope, not that. Not you. 16th note triplets, I think. There we go. only bit that sounds a bit weird is the beginning. It sounds quite got to be in it. Oh, unless I know what I can do. I'm going to redo that. Okay. Yes. Okay. I'm gonna just cut this here because I like the feel of this, but it's just not quite in the right place. But it's the whole thing, so I'm just gonna move all of it and see if that works. Might not work. Let's see. Yeah. Oh, so just that's done something very weird. Yeah, I need to just take the contours off that. It just automatically did it, so. So just slightly that way. Pretty sure I've just ended up doing exactly what the thing did anyway. Split the difference. Oh, sounds good. Yeah, do you know what? It's just got to be what it's got to be, which is. Don't you love the undo button? Okay, it's this. Okay. Weird fade as well. I think the fade's just too much. Oof, awful. That's not fun. That is just the most weird thing ever. Oh. I can't work out why it's doing such a strange thing. It's like it's almost. Let's remove this. Hello. Hello. I just moved this fade. Oh, I'm doing something silly. Oh. I'm being an idiot. Am I being an idiot? Am I being an idiot? I mean, I clearly am, but I'm just a bit confused. There we go. Just seeing we're losing a lot of people. They're all out of here. It has been 2 hours now. Thank you for sticking with me if you're still here. We're almost there. I like that interplay between the tom with the fill and the tambourine. That shaker, that really works. Oh, let's hear it actually. I have a feeling I'm going to want to do the same thing with this, but we'll just check. Yeah, I want to do it. I'm going to do the mass quantize, which I'm sure plenty of people would be turning their nose up at, but it works for me. So. It's right up here. I mean, that's a lot, isn't it? But if the song calls for it, okay. Let's see how this goes. I love on the 2 and the 4, it's like someone's dropping a bag of like coins or something in the cowboy days. Right, we're coming out a bit. Oh, what was that? I think that might be just me playing. Yeah. In fact, I could do with that deck. Yeah, just... I like that bringing in the ride just to build it slightly, and then it's like a, I don't know. I don't know, it builds up a picture for me in my head. Don't ask me what the picture is, I have no idea. Something going on up here, stars and stuff. Oh, there's a cut there that I need to see that. Whew. Oh! Right, you, my dear. Oh, no, not you. Actually, I shouldn't be doing this in this mode, but there we go. Go, I'm coming up. Oh, in fact, it can go. So at that point, we can get rid of the quantize because it's just a tom thing. It's not a simple thing. So if we do the chop there, just turn this off here. Hopefully, it should go back to normal. Chickens, that's all I can say. This. this is such a cool song. So that reminds me of Led Zeppelin. I think it's gat gat gung 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 gung. Yeah, of course. Gat gat gung 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 gung. It's Good Times, Bad Times, but a slow version. Excuse me. It! Yay! I'm happy. Oh. No. Well happy with that. More than happy with that. I think that's a cool song. I like how it's turned out. Yeah, I love the different parts. I love the quantized bits, even though I shouldn't as a drummer, but I don't care. Love it. Absolutely love it. Love the shaker bit, love the tambourine bit. I think it just brings it together nicely. Yeah, I'm more than happy. Right, I'll quickly just do the chat and then I'll say goodbye. Let you guys go and have your dinner, and I'm going to do the same. I'm definitely going to have fajitas on rice. So, David says, Ian Gillan from Deep Purple loves Georgian food. Well, no, wait. He had a wedding here. Oh, that's awesome. And Dan says, you've made it sound very natural, and that's very much what I'm going for, so that's very cool. Listening to it at the start without the drums on, very nice. Thank you very much. And Simone says, it does sound much better. Thank you, Simone. Dan says, I'm going to go soon, as they say in Mexico. Enjoy the fajitas. Take care, everyone. And everyone's saying bye to Dan. And Dan saying bye to... Oh, no, okay, just the people that said bye. Fair enough. I thought you were going to literally go through all the people. I was like, wow, that's dedication. Zal says, nice talking with everyone. Have a meeting here. I need to leave. Have a good week and see you all on the next recording. Thank you, Zalster. It's lovely to have you, as always. Nathan says, adios, Dan. Nathan says, I really like the hat lift on the on the and 1, 2 to bring you into the next bar. Oh, right. Yeah, I know what you're saying. Yeah, I don't know, I just play things, and sometimes I like them and sometimes I don't. But I know what you're saying, I like it too. Dan Lee says, still here, but the pasta's on. Very nice. And, oh, a coin purse. Yeah, that is the most English thing I think you've ever said, Nathan. A coin purse. I was actually thinking, you know, when in like movies or whatever, when they rob banks and they have, or whatever, or they're paying for something, those big sacks of coins. I was thinking about one of those, but I also really love the idea of a really small little coin purse and being like, and just throwing it on the floor or whatever, like in a strop. That would be funny. Nathan says, looking forward to hearing what lyrics end up going over it. Yeah, me too. I cannot wait. That is the case for all of Channon stuff that doesn't yet have lyrics on them. David says, Nathan, are you a Pisces? You're catching small but very important details in the tune. And Nathan says, hi, yes, David, I am. Is that a thing? I didn't know that was a thing. Don't count your chickens before they're fajitas. Oh, we have eggs. How can I incorporate an egg into the situation? Actually, I don't think I want to. Okay, David says, musical sign ever. Oh, no way, is that the most musical sign? Very cool. I'm not a Pisces. Nathan says, David, you can't say that in front of a Gemini. Very well remembered. Jed says, lol, I'm Pisces, strangely. I love fine detail. How interesting. Nathan says, yeah, good times, bad times, love playing that track. Me too. I think every drummer, any excuse, like. And cowbell, that's why we love it. Jed says, that is a top track. Wish I could hear the final thing. Yeah, we will at some point, and I will post it once it's done, and I will probably do because I filmed it, I don't know whether you noticed, I'll probably do some sort of thing with the finished track with my drumming on it, just to show, and you know, we're all in this together after all, like you've all been a part of this. David says, as drummers, Gemini signs are amazing. Domaregato gozaimasu. Thank you very much. That's very kind of you to say, David. And Chris Pound says, enjoyed the session. Thanks. Thank you so much, all of you, for being here. I'm going to shoot this off to Channon. I'm not even sure if he's in the room. He may well be. And then Nathan says, David, nice recovery. Simone says, good chatting and listening to you. I'm going to get food myself. I feel like everyone in the world, apart from David Travis Dixon, who is currently asleep, allegedly, everyone else that has been on this stream is going to get some form of food, whether it be dinner like it is here in the UK, or whether it be lunch as it is for you guys in the States, or wherever you are, whatever you're doing. Go eat something beautiful. And I will be back tomorrow. I don't know what time yet. I'll post it up on my Instagram. I need to work it out. I've enjoyed doing this at this time, so I may well do it at a similar time tomorrow. But like I say, I'll tag you when I'm going live tomorrow. I'm just going to do that every time. If you don't want to be tagged, always let me know. If you do want to be tagged and you're on here right now, send me an Instagram with your, well, not with your handle, obviously I'm going to know it because it's right there. Just let me know and I will tag you on Instagram. Anyway, it's lovely to see you guys as always. I love spending time with you. I think we've got a great track here. I'm going to send it over. Hopefully you loves it as much as we all do. But yes, I hope you're well. Hope you're having a lovely afternoon, evening, morning, wherever you are in the world, whatever you're up to. And I will hopefully see you tomorrow for another session. All right, lots of love you guys. I love you. Go eat nice food. All right, see you guys later. Oh, this is going to take a second because the chat is out. And I'm not that slick. All right, I'll see you guys later. Lots of love. See you later. Bye.